What's up YouTube, it is Alex here, and today I've got a very exciting video for you guys. This is my new Crowntail Siamese fighting fish, or Betta fish, and I just got him today. I've been cycling this tank for about 3 weeks, make sure everything's all cycled up. Been dosing with ammonia, and everything's all cycled. And I've done a 50% water change, and all the water's tested out really well, so I went out and got my betta fish, and I had this guy reserved because I liked him so much. He's still quite young at the moment, so his fins aren't like fully developed, I guess you would say. They're going to get a little bit longer than this, but he's so beautiful. I mean, he's a Crowntail betta, and his body's like a nice pinkish colour, and he's got some like red freckles on the top of his head. And then he's got this like light blue, it kind of looks dark blue on this camera, but it's actually a light bluey metallic colour at the base of his fins, and then obviously the rest of his fins are like a really deep red. You know, he's really pretty, and his pectoral fins are like that bluey colour as well, so he's just gorgeous. I'm really happy with him. I hope he lives a nice, happy, long life in this tank. So I'm going to give you a rundown. This filter is just a small internal filter with the spray bar I have here, and I don't know if you can see through the plants. It says flow rate 200 litres an hour, 50 to 200 litres an hour, and there's a flow adjuster on the front. So obviously I've set it to minimum because bettas don't like flow. So this tank is running at about 50 litres per hour at the moment, and it's a 30 litre tank. So, you know, it's not, I don't need super good filtration on this tank because bettas don't produce much waste, and it's a fairly large tank just for a little betta fish. He might grow a little bit more than this, but as you know, as you guys know, this is just an 8-gallon aquarium, so I don't need super good filtration on it, especially because bettas don't produce a lot of waste. And I have live plants, and I'm going to be getting some more. So stuff I'm going to be adding to this tank, as in decoration aquascape wise, is some bogwood, which I bought today, and that's soaking in that bucket. In there is boiling water, and basically I've wrapped it in a towel and I've covered it in kitchen foil because I want to try and keep some of the heat in, to stop it from cooling down, so the wood, the tannins and the stain comes out quicker in the wood, because otherwise it would turn your aquarium yellow and significantly drop the pH level. In this tank I don't mind the pH level being dropped by the bogwood because this gravel here is actually a alkaline buffer, and you know, it's just naturally lifts pH. So the pH in this tank right now is about 7.6, which is slightly alkaline, and I want it to be about 6.8 to 7.2 ideally, for this betta fish. Bettas, you know, accept most water conditions, but I don't want it to get too alkaline for him, so bit of bogwood. I'm going to soak it for about a week in that water, probably change it once or twice. So yeah, plants in this tank. This is Rotella indica, and it's turning quite pink. I'll just show you my lighting. It's a 15-watt T8 tube. Yep, 15-watt T8. The colour temperature is 18,000 K. It's a full spectrum bulb, and it seems to be doing really great with this Rotella because it's turning really red. And I haven't dosed with iron or anything like that. It's, you know, this is purely light. So I might start dosing with a bit of iron or, you know, Seachem stuff like that to get a bit more red colouring on this Rotella. But I'm pretty happy with how it's doing right now. So that's the Rotella. Sort of in the middle there, like running, the bogwood I have is kind of like a wedge type, and then it goes up at the top. So I'm going to have it sort of going up like that, a piece of bogwood, and that's going to actually hide the filter, because as it goes up the bogwood, it will actually mask the filter perfectly. So that's one of the advantages of the bogwood I have. And then just behind the bogwood, where there's like sort of going to be, because the bogwood sort of goes like that at the back, going to have a few rocks, and hopefully those rocks are going to create a bit of like a cave, because the bogwood goes out like that, so it'll provide shade, and then the beta's got like a nice hiding place if he needs it, with a few rocks. And maybe I'll put like 1 or 2 rocks at the bottom of the bogwood as well there. Now for foreground plants, I'm looking at some dwarf hairgrass, but I have to be careful because substrate is just literally gravel. I don't have any compost or dirt or, you know, tropical plant substrate like I do in my other tank. It's just literally gravel, so maybe something like crypts would be good here because it's not a good substrate. I know crypts are quite heavy root feeders, but they're easy to care for, so I don't know, I'll have to see. But nothing too challenging, just like maybe some dwarf hairgrass. I'm not sure really. I have to look up some more stuff, but nothing like glossostigma, because I would never be able to grow glossostigma with just a gravel substrate like this. It would never really do too well. So yeah, I'm getting the hardscape in. I'm going to get some rocks tomorrow. That bogwood will be done in about a week's time once the tannins have all come out of it. Maybe I'll put it in a bit earlier just because I've got carbon in my filter. A lot of people say, oh, carbon's useless. Well, I just think it doesn't make your tank smell, it removes all odours, and it definitely leaves it looking a lot crystal clear, as in for the like yellow staining just over time your water goes like that. So I'm using carbon, so I'm pretty sure the carbon will absorb the tannins, and the drop in pH won't be a problem because this gravel pushes pH up slowly as well. So yeah, that's just showing you my new beta tank, everybody. So thanks for watching. If you could like this video, comment with any questions or advice, or you know, share any of your beta stories or tanks, or any of your favourite betas. I've got to say, this is a very friendly beta fish, not timid at all. You know, he really likes just swimming around in his new home. So yeah, if you could go check out my channel as well, that'd be greatly appreciated. Go look at my other videos. I've got about 45 other videos for you guys to check out. Yeah, so stay tuned. I'll be giving you more updates on this aquarium and putting the rocks in, and, you know, new stuff I'm buying for my beta fish in tomorrow's video.